Hello and welcome to Business News. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. The World Bank has stated that the drivers of Nigeria's inflation rate are unique to the nation alone, as it differs from what is experienced in other parts of the world. The report also states that a higher inflation could send about 5.6 million Nigerians into poverty. In a recent annual World Bank Group IMF meetings hosted by the Standard Bank Research Group, the World Bank Group's lead economist for Nigeria and IMF's mission team made the disclosure, explaining that Nigeria has one of the highest levels of inflation, but the drivers here differ from across the globe. They also blamed the border closure on food inflation as the main drivers of the rising inflationary trend recorded this year. Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning Zainab Ahmed has restated that Nigeria's debt to gross domestic product (GDP) ratio is still low at 33%, despite the growing concerns over increased borrowing. She disclosed this in a televised program where she said that the federal government's borrowing is accurately planned to boost growth and development of the economy. She also mentioned that a debt management strategy and a medium-term debt management strategy have been put in place. She maintained that the major challenge is generating revenue. However, the federal government is doing its bit at increasing revenue avenues through tax incentives and creating an enabling environment for business to thrive. President Muhammadu Buhari has arrived to Durban, South Africa in a bid to attract continental trade investment deals worth $40 billion. President Cyril Ramaphosa of South Africa specially invited the Nigeria leader to the inauguration of the second Intra-African Trade Fair, IATF 2021. This was disclosed by one of his media aides, Femi Adesina, via a statement issued on Sunday, as the visit is expected to generate market information needed to connect buyers and sellers throughout the continent. A total of 13 airport consortia comprising local and foreign companies have submitted bids to be pre-qualified for the forthcoming concession of 4 Nigerian international airports. This is coming as the Independent Concession and Regulatory Commission, ICRC, last week began the evaluation of the applications submitted by the companies seeking to be pre-qualified for the airport concession process. The spokesperson for the ICRC, Mrs. Manji Yarlin, disclosed that 13 companies submitted their request for quotations, RFQs, before the closure of the exercise on October 25. She declined to give further details, including the names of the local and foreign companies that submitted RFQs for the concession. Recall that the federal government had in August launched the bidding process for the concession of the 4 major international airport terminals in the country. And Nigeria's oil output declined further in October, losing the top spot to Libya amid persistent supply disruptions. The country's crude oil output dipped by -45% from 1.4 million barrels per day in September to 1.35 million in October 2021. While assessing this latest development and what it means for the country, petroleum engineer and chartered accountant Bala Zakar earlier in the day on Business Breakfast noted that the economic model Nigeria is adopting isn't helping the country, adding that there is no ease of doing business in Nigeria.
Libya as a country is trying to recover based on the disruptions that the country has experienced. Libya doesn't care about what is happening in Nigeria. And when you look at it, even when people want to carry out business, as far as I'm concerned, there is no ease in the ease of doing business in Nigeria today. Because you talk about all kinds of taxes, you talk about all kinds of extortions and delays in approval cycles. And most of these investors that will need to come in, whether they are local investors or foreign investors, they will come and will have to make do with the local conditions in Nigeria. They will need to come and run on diesel because there is no electricity.
And that's it on Business News. I am Omobolanle Adeshui. It's now back to Michael.